I'm like a 4-year-old. We're sitting in a Polaris slingshot outside the South Hall of the LA Auto Show. James, you have fun?
So much fun.
What was your favorite car?
My very favorite off the top is going to be the Maybach
Maybach?
650.
The Mercedes?
Yes. What about your favorite car?
My favorite car was the Jaguar I-Pace, their EV SUV. Jaguar says they've created a concept car that looks closest to a production vehicle. So for that, I mean, that sounds pretty cool, because whenever you see a concept car at a show, you're always like, wow, that's the car I want. And then 2 years later, they put out something that's bland and boring, so the bean counter
It did seem to have like a good fusion of that sort of concept-y fanciness, but also does look like something you would see on the road.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I'm assuming a lot of the dials and stuff will probably change a bit, but I'm hoping the exterior design and that glass roof stays the same, which I'm pretty excited about.
So for us, we're kind of interested in stuff like smart features, autonomous cars, EVs. What would you say was of those topics is the biggest thing we've seen here?
This year was more EV than I would say autonomous features.
Yes.
And even though this is sort of billed as the tech auto show, I still felt like it was lacking from some of the companies. Ford brought a car out, it's just a smaller SUV.
But there were plenty of EVs and hybrids. Mini, for example.
Mini, they showed off their very first hybrid. It's sort of based on the I-Series of BMW, since BMW is the parent company of Mini. Volkswagen updated their e-Golf and now does about 120 miles, which is, that's a tough sell when you have the Chevy Bolt coming around the corner with 230-mile range, and the Model 3 coming, a little bit further, into 2017.
If you can get one.
If you can get one. If you order one now, you're not going to get one until like the end of 2018.
What's the techiest thing that you've seen?
I think you saw the techiest thing was from Acura.
Right, the Acura Precision Cockpit, I had to get that right. The thing we were really interested in was the sort of in-car infotainment system, which is all the in-car sensors and artificial intelligence, so that they can, on your display, you'll be able to see vehicles in your lane that may be out of view. So if there's like a truck ahead and then a car in front of that, they've somehow figured that they can sort of give you like an idea of where it's going to be.
You can use sensors that bounce underneath cars.
So.
Sure. No, really, that's an actual thing.
I mean, I'm taking your word for it. But also a more practical application, say if you're in an urban area and there's like a kid, the AI kind of projects where they think that if the kid's walking towards the street, where the path is going to cross, and it shows you where it's going to cross with your projected path as well. So you can kind of figure out, I need to like do this or do that. I think you can just kind of use your eyes, but it was smart and at least something interesting that I hadn't seen before.
Volvo introduced a concierge service for Volvo owners. You have an app. With that app, you can use local vendors to wash your car, get it gassed up,
pick up the kids
get
from
it
soccer.
serviced. Well, maybe not pick up the kids from soccer. When you send it out for service, it creates a one-time digital key that unlocks the doors for that vendor. They can do the things they need to do, wash it, change the oil, whatever. And then when they bring it back or when they're done, it automatically relocks the car. So you never have to give them your key. You don't even have to see them. Everyone is looking beyond just having a car. Before, if you had a BMW, you're just like, I'm just happy I have a BMW, or I'm just happy I have a Mercedes. Now, these car companies are like, well, we got to think about autonomous. We got to think about concierge services. Like, how are we going to differentiate ourselves from everybody else? And sometimes those ideas are goofy.
What if you got like pesky kids and they just keep getting your car valeted?
That sounds just like a bad parent. That's just a parenting issue, really.
We went to see Hyundai's, they did, with their Blue Link application, they've added Alexa integration. And in theory, at the surface level, it's kind of cool. So you can be in your kitchen, you can push a button and say, hey Alexa, can you start my car and set it to this temperature? And that's pretty cool. But you can already do much of those things from the app. And the process wasn't exactly super quick, and you could probably have gone out to your car and started it yourself, but by the time it sort of went through, this sort of technology we're getting to the point where it's, how useful is that? So I think it's more useful in reverse, actually. When you're coming home, you can tell Alexa to
turn on your lights, turn on the air conditioner,
run me a bath, light me a candle.
Light your candle. You have a very relaxing post-work regimen.
This is it.
this year, I think we had some the Jaguar was great.
That's definitely
but
the
I'm guessing in the next 2 or 3 years and going forward, we're going to see more things like what Jaguar did, where you're going to show up and this is going to be a place we're going to talk about, semi-autonomous features. We're going to talk about new EVs. We're going to talk about mobility, car sharing, and all that stuff. I think is going to happen here at the LA Auto Show.